Footloose has been officially announced for 4K. Paramount concludes the trilogy by announcing Beverly Hills Cop 3 on 4K. Paramount announces another version of The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance on 4K, but why? Ben Affleck and Samuel L. Jackson's Changing Lanes gets a 4K announcement from Kino Lorber. Arrow Video and Criterion unveil their new March slates. And Walmart continues to prove that they've got our backs in a post-Best Buy world as the Wonka 4K Steelbook and Creepshow 4K Steelbooks are announced for next year. All this and more in the latest Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 191. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray, and we've got tons of stuff. We actually have tons of stuff to talk about. We got several boutique labels that announced their slate for next March: Imprint, Arrow Video, and Criterion. We've got a lot of studio announcements to get into as well. We've got some steelbook announcements. You know, Walmart, they've got our backs going into 2024. I know it seems like it's doom and gloom. Best Buy's going away, but Walmart is stepping up to the plate, and they're going to knock it out with these steelbooks, and they're showing us here today. We're going to talk about it, but before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We talk about physical media here on this channel: Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me. So if you like that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button, and then leave me a comment down below, guys, of everything that we go over today. Like I said, we've got a lot of stuff to cover today. It's a good week for the Physical Media Report. Let me know what you're the most excited about. Let me know what you're the most amped up for. And let me know which gets your juices flowing the most in that comment section below. Look, let's get into it, because like I said, we've got stuff to talk about. Let's talk about Footloose coming to 4K from Paramount on February the 13th. So this got an official announcement from Paramount right after I got done filming the Physical Media Report last week. So we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. So we kind of knew this one was on the agenda from Paramount. It was on our radar, but Footloose got that official announcement with that official artwork and a really freaking awesome steelbook that they announced last week as well, that I got to go into, because this thing is so beautiful. Like, I just love it. Like, I feel like Paramount has really figured out steelbooks. They're really knocking it out of the park. The Flashdance steelbook that they did this year was just incredible, and this looks like an amazing steelbook. It's like in the shape of like a Walkman, or not the shape, but it just looks like a Walkman. And it's just awesome. I love this steelbook design. I think it's absolutely fantastic. This is one that I'll probably end up having to double dip on for sure. But yeah, this is coming out from Paramount February the 13th, native 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR10, all the bells and whistles, and it is available right now to pre-order. I will link it down below in the description if you do want to pre-order the regular slipcover version, which has a beautiful cover as well. Or the steelbook version. They're both available to pre-order on Amazon, because Paramount, I feel like, is moving more into the not so exclusive to Walmart, exclusive to Best Buy steelbook game, but they're doing more exclusives, not just to Amazon, but everywhere. Their stuff is going to be available everywhere, I believe, going forward. That's just kind of the Paramount model now. Make it as accessible as possible, and I dig it. I don't know if you guys do, but I dig it. So yeah, Footloose on 4K, guys. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. Beverly Hills Cop 3 was officially announced as well. We already talked about this a few weeks ago also, but Beverly Hills Cop 3 is officially coming to 4K. We got the cover art image, and it's nice cover art. You got Eddie Murphy, you got the roller coaster in the background. I haven't seen Beverly Hills Cop 3, so I've heard some really bad things about it, but I'm not the biggest Beverly Hills Cop fan anyway, so I feel like maybe I'll enjoy it. I like the second one. That's probably my favorite one. But I will say, I watched just a side note, I watched the trailer for the new one coming, and that actually looks really good, and I'm actually excited for it. So I'm excited to watch Beverly Hills Cop 3 on 4K, and then get to watch the new one on Netflix probably, I think, a month after. I think it comes out in June, I believe. But yeah, that's coming out from Paramount February the 20th, native 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR10, and there's also a 4K triple pack that's coming out as well that kind of looks like the same cover image as the Blu-ray triple pack that they came out with a few years ago, and both of those are available to pre-order right now. So yeah, let me know if you're excited for Beverly Hills Cop 3. I know it's not the fan favorite, but I would be upset if they didn't release it, because people want to complete their franchises in 4K. If you're going to do 1 and 2, like, you have to do 3. It doesn't matter if people don't like it or not. You still got to do it. I mean, they did another 48 hours in 4K, so they got to do Beverly Hills Cop 3 in 4K. Let me know how you feel about that. Would you have been good with just the first 2 on 4K, or do you feel like you need the third one in 4K? Would that make you upset if they didn't do the third one on 4K, even though you may not like the movie? Let me know in the comment section below. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance was announced for 4K last week as well from Paramount. This comes out March the 5th, and this is why this is a little bit puzzling to me and a little bit strange, because I have The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance on 4K. This is a Paramount Presents release that came out in 2022, I believe. And it's a great release, and it's got a new special feature as well with Leonard Maltin, which they are also promoting on this release, acting like it's new as well, which it's not. And they've done that kind of stuff before with the 48 Hours movies, trying to claim that something was new when it wasn't on the actual like press release announcement. But The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance does have a 4K from the Paramount Presents line, but now they're announcing it to come out on 4K just separately, and it's, you know, a regular Paramount release. And my question is, well, what's the point of your Paramount Presents line if you're just going to release it later on with a regular 4K version? Are you saying that the only reason there is to buy these is this flippable slipcover? Is that it? Is that the entire gimmick of the Paramount Presents line? The flippable slipcover, which I will admit, it's cool, and it does make me like the line a lot more, but like, that's it? That's the point? Because you're releasing this 4K of the Man Who Shot Liberty Valance regular standard edition for $10 less than this 4K is currently going for. This is going for $34.99. And the upcoming 4K, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, I believe is on pre-order for $24.99. So a full $10 cheaper, and it's the exact same release. It's the same scan. They didn't do anything to it. Same special features, the same new feature with Leonard Maltin. It's all the same, but you don't have the flippable slipcover. So I don't know, guys. It kind of does make the Paramount Presents line feel a little pointless, and also make me question, like, how much longer are they going to go on with this line, because it's just been troubled since the beginning. I still love collecting for it. I like it. But it's like, it just makes it feel, and you're doing stuff on Blu-ray and Paramount Presents, and then a couple years later, you're doing it on 4K regular edition, like Roman Holiday. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're gonna upgrade it from the Paramount Presents line, at least keep it within that line. You know, re-release Roman Holiday on 4K, or release it on 4K, but still have it in the Paramount Presents line. Still make it the same spine number. It makes no sense to me, but cool. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. I love the movie. John Wayne, James Stewart. If you haven't seen it, this is a good opportunity to get it on 4K, because it is cheaper than this Paramount Presents 4K. If you don't care about the flippable slipcover that you're paying $10 extra for, then it's a great release, and it's a great movie. I think it's probably my favorite John Wayne movie and my favorite James Stewart movie of the ones that I've seen. I love this movie. I think it's a masterpiece of a film. Love it. But The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, that's coming out March the 5th. We also have Changing Lanes. This was announced for 4K from Kino Lorber, I think, yesterday, and this is going to be coming out sometime next year. It's one of those Kino Lorber announcements that's not really an official announcement. They're just like, hey, we're working on this. Changing Lanes is interesting. This is Ben Affleck, Samuel L. Jackson. I've seen this movie once, I think, when it came out. And I believe this is under the Paramount's deal that they have, and they're releasing a ton of Paramount titles in 2024. And a lot of people were kind of puzzled, like, why Changing Lanes? You know, I think it's just a part of the deal. They got Changing Lanes and like 60 other titles to release on 4K. So you're probably going to be seeing some big titles from Paramount release on 4K in 2024, and you're probably going to be seeing some not so big titles release, like Changing Lanes. But anything on 4K is cool, right? I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I would definitely be open to going back and checking it out again on 4K for sure. All right, let's talk about Walmart and their steelbooks. Willy Wonka is getting a 4K steelbook, or Wonka, I think is what it's called. The new one with Timothy Chalamet. That's getting a 4K steelbook, Walmart exclusive. That was announced. It's currently on their website, available to pre-order. This is coming out from Warner Brothers. There's no current release date for this, because it just came out in theaters over the weekend. So there's no release date as of yet, but it is available to pre-order on the Walmart website, as I believe The regular 4K version and the Blu-ray version is available to pre-order on Walmart and also on Amazon right now currently. Again, I'll link that down below in the description, but no official release date, no cover art for the 4K and the Blu-ray. We just have the artwork for the steelbook, which honestly is freaking incredible. It's a chocolate bar with candy on the inside. It looks amazing. Like, I love the look of this steelbook, and I've actually heard, when I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought it looked awful, but I've actually heard some really good things about the movie, and it is directed by the same person that did the Paddington films, and I think those movies are great. So I'm open to see it. I may just wait till it comes out and maybe get this steelbook and watch it for the first time then. But it looks like a really cool steelbook, and it's awesome to see Walmart. They're picking up the slack, guys. Like, we were wondering what was going to happen to all these Best Buy exclusive steelbooks, and it looks like Walmart's just full on taking it over, because this is a Warner Brothers release, and Walmart is putting it out exclusively. This is exclusive at Walmart. So I think that's cool. But yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. We also got another Walmart exclusive steelbook. Creepshow is getting a 4K steelbook from Walmart, and this is coming out on February the 26th from Scream Factory. So we have gotten a couple of Shout Factory, Scream Factory steelbook releases from Walmart. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey came out. I think a couple of other ones got announced as well. But this is a Scream Factory release, and you know, Best Buy was working with Scream Factory doing exclusive steelbooks there, so it looks like those are going over to Walmart as well. And this looks like a really cool steelbook. I like this steelbook a lot. It kind of reminds me of the decal sticker that they sent with the Creepshow 4Ks when I got it from Scream Factory back over the summer. I love this movie. I really do. I've got multiple editions of Creepshow on Blu-ray and 4K. Do I need another version of Creepshow? I do love the movie, and I think the steelbook looks cool. It just depends on what's going on at the time when this releases. I don't believe it'll sell out like initially, so I think I can wait. I don't have to pre-order it right away, but I may get this, I may not. I love the movie. I think the steelbook looks cool. We'll see. But yeah, let me know if you're going to get that in the comment section below. Gomer Pyle, the complete series, is coming out on Blu-ray from Paramount on February the 13th. But I never watched Gomer Pyle. I was a big Andy Griffith fan when I was a kid. I used to watch that show all the time, but I never watched the Gomer Pyle spinoff. But it's always cool to see older classic TV shows get Blu-ray releases. We're seeing that more and more lately, it feels like. One from the Heart is getting a 4K release from Studio Canal on March the 4th. This is a 1982 Francis Ford Coppola film that somebody actually sent to me on DVD a few months back, and I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it looked like a cool, unique movie. But this is a new 4K restoration and reconstruction is what they're promoting it as. And this has a ton of new features. I think there's like 5 or 6 new special features. So definitely looks like a cool release. This will be a UK exclusive release. I don't know if they'll do it in the US at some point, but as for right now, it is Studio Canal UK release. Maybe we'll get a Lionsgate version, Steelbook or something at some point down the line. We also have the Trolls Band Together Walmart exclusive Blu-ray set that's showing up on Walmart.com right now. So this is just a Blu-ray set, and the 4K and the Blu-ray are available to pre-order as well. So we will be getting a 4K with the Trolls Band Together. So both of those are coming, and again, coming out from Universal. No specified release date yet because this movie just came out. Let's get into the Arrow Video announcements. All the announcements that came out on Friday, it was like an announcement day. There was just tons of stuff being announced. Arrow Video announced their March slate, and we got The Shootist coming out on Blu-ray on March the 12th. This is a Western film, and this is also John Wayne's last movie. I think it's from 1976. You got new commentaries and interviews in this release, and this is a US and Canadian release, available only in the US and Canada. So nice little Blu-ray release. It looks like it's getting a booklet, and I'm all for it. I'm a big Western fan. I love the John Wayne movies that I've seen so far, so I'm down to watch The Shootist, the last John Wayne movie, on Blu-ray. And yeah, more Westerns from Arrow Video, the better, in my opinion. So I'm excited to get this one for sure. We also got Dark Water coming out on 4K. Not the one with Jennifer Connelly, but the original Japanese version of Dark Water. This has a Blu-ray release from Arrow Video. Now it's getting upgraded to 4K. This comes out on March the 19th. And there's also an Arrow site exclusive as well, which has the original poster art. And this is coming out in the US and Canada and in the UK. So it's coming out in all 3 regions for Dark Water. And lastly, we have City of the Living Dead coming out on 4K on March the 25th. This is a big box set UK only release because City of the Living Dead has that release from Cauldron. It also has a Blue Underground Blu-ray release. So there's several 4K editions of City of the Living Dead in the United States. So now we got one in the UK from Arrow Video. Big box set UK only release, tons of features, but nothing new. All of these features were in previous editions of City of the Living Dead. So this is a Lucio Fulci movie. I watched it for the first time this year. I freaking love this movie. It's so awesome. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. So I'm very tempted, even though I have 3 editions of this damn movie on Blu-ray and 4K, I'm very tempted to still get, because this is a big box set Arrow Video edition, and I kind of want it. So I didn't get House by the Cemetery because I'm not as big of a fan of that movie, but I may get City of the Living Dead on 4K because this edition looks awesome, and I love this movie. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, it's such a great Italian horror film. But let's get into Criterion. Their March announcements. They announced some cool stuff as well. To Die For with Nicole Kidman on 4K. Now, this is the only 4K that they announced. This comes out on March the 26th. This has Dolby Vision and HDR, but no new features on this release. And there's also a Blu-ray as well as a 4K edition and a Blu-ray edition, but I'm kind of taken aback by the no new features. It feels like, you know, there's a group of people that feel like it's perfectly acceptable for Criterion and Shout Factory to not have features because the actors strike, the writers strike, whatever. They couldn't get the features done, whatever. People give Criterion, and especially Criterion, like I don't hear anybody complain about Criterion not having features. And I feel like they're kind of doing that a lot lately with their releases. Now, this is a big release. This is a big movie. Nicole Kidman, like you couldn't have anybody come back and talk about this film. I just think it's kind of a little bit ridiculous. And I think that Criterion and Shout Factory are the biggest examples of big boutique labels that are not doing anything new in terms of special features with their releases. And I like to call that stuff out. I like to hold these labels accountable. Now, Arrow Video, you don't see that from them. They've got new features on pretty much every single one of their releases. And Vinegar Syndrome, you don't see that from them. They usually have new features with all their releases as well. And several other labels. We'll talk about another one here in a second. Imprint, all kinds of new features. So I'm not going to give them a pass. I think that's kind of ridiculous. They should have at least a couple new features, maybe a new commentary or something. That's unacceptable to me. To Die For, though, on 4K, I'm excited for it. I'll probably get it on a sale month. All That Money Can Buy, aka The Devil and Daniel Webster, got announced for March the 12th. And this one looked pretty intriguing. It's about a guy that sells his soul to the devil for his business. And I think that one's kind of interesting sounding. It's from 1941. Never seen it, never heard of it, but I'll definitely probably check that one out in a sale. That one comes out March the 12th. Has a lot of features with this release. So this is just a Blu-ray release, but a lot of features with that one. We got All the Beauty and Bloodshed. That comes out on March the 12th. And this is a doc on the Sackler family and the opiate epidemic. I can't talk today, guys. Opiate epidemic. I think there was a couple of documentaries about this on Netflix. It's a huge story, a huge, thing going on in the world. There's new interviews in this as well. But yeah, this is a documentary. Seems pretty interesting, but pretty cool that, Criterion's putting that out. But that's just a Blu-ray release as well. We got The Runner coming out on March the 19th. This is an Iranian film from 1984. And there's a new conversation in terms of special features here. So nice to see a new feature. Saint Omar is coming out on March the 26th. I think this is a newer movie from 2022. And this is a courtroom drama. And I believe there's some new features included in this as well. Don't know too much about this movie, but maybe I'd be open to check it out at some point. But so far with all of these announcements, To Die For in 4K, I'll definitely get, and All the Money That Can Buy sounds really interesting. I'll definitely pick those two up in a sale at some point. Now let's go ahead and get into the Imprint March announcements. These are actually some really cool announcements. A lot of stuff coming to Blu-ray for the very first time worldwide. So let's talk about it. We got Green Ice, which is a movie starring Ryan O'Neal, who recently just passed away, star of Barry Lyndon. This seems like a really cool movie. Really awesome cover on this as well. This came out in 1981, and this is worldwide first on Blu-ray, and this has all new special features, and it seems like a really cool movie. So this might be one I'm down to getting at some point. We also got Cold Steel coming out from 1987. This is worldwide first on Blu-ray as well. And no new features with this one, but it is, you know, first time on Blu-ray. This is a Sharon Stone thriller from the 80s, so sounds pretty cool. We also have Let's Get Harry coming out from 1986. This is worldwide first on Blu-ray as well. And this is the first time, not only on Blu-ray, but it never got released on DVD. This is the first time this has been released since Laserdisc, so that's pretty cool. This has Gary Busey and Robert Duvall in it, and it's some kind of like action-adventure heist film. So it sounds very cool. I would definitely be down to checking this out. And we have the classic, the only movie I've seen of all these movies, but I love this movie growing up, Batteries Not Included from 1987. And to kind of sweeten the pot with this one, because this does have a Blu-ray, I actually just bought it from Groove like a couple of months ago. This does have a Blu-ray, but there are all new features on here. There's a bunch of new interviews, and there's a new documentary with this release as well. So if you're a big Batteries Not Included fan, you finally got the release that this movie deserves. It's not on 4K, but it is on Blu-ray again with a bunch of new interviews and a new documentary. So I think that's really cool and definitely sweetens the pot if you do already have that Blu-ray edition in the US. Strange Invaders from 1983. This has all new features as well. And this is an alien invasion film with Nancy Allen. So I do like me some Nancy Allen. This might be one worth checking out. And we got Ravengers from 1979. This is worldwide first time on Blu-ray. And this has Ernest Borgnine in it. And it's a post-apocalyptic mutant creatures movie. So that sounds really awesome. Ernest Borgnine and mutant creatures in a post-apocalyptic world. It sounds really freaking cool. So all of these actually sound interesting, and I would be interested in almost like every single one of these titles. So really great month from Imprint for sure. But let me know what you think of those titles from Imprint, and also what's going on with Arrow and Criterion and all their announcements. Let me know all that in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and jump into the deals, guys, because we actually got a lot of really great deals going on Amazon. Dune on 4K, the Arrow video version, is $20.32. I cannot recommend this release enough. A lot of good features, and it looks great on 4K. We also have the Harry Potter 4K collection for $71.99 right now. Currently, I got it for $60, but $71.99 for 8 4Ks is not a bad price at all. We also have the Matrix 4K trilogy for $29.99. We got Bourne 4K collection. I think this is all 5 of the Bourne movies for $27.99. We got Saw X on 4K for $21.99. We got The Lost Boys on 4K for $8.99. We got Air on Blu-ray for $9.99. I keep meaning to order this one, but I haven't done it yet. Barbie on 4K for $19.99. Snyder DC movies on 4K for $35.99. Matrix Resurrections on 4K, guys, for $10.99. We got Blue Beetle on 4K for $9.99. We got Goonies on 4K for $11.49. And we got Everything Everywhere All at Once on 4K for $11.49. So I will link all of these deals down below in the description. If any of them sound good to you, if you're interested in any of them, use those links. I would appreciate it. They are all Amazon affiliate links. And if you use them, you will be supporting the channel. But that's the deals. Let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. And this is really the last big week of 2023 because next week almost nothing is coming out. So this is like the last week for physical media in 2023. It's kind of sad, isn't it? But we go into 2024 and I'm excited for what's to come then. But we have The Exorcist Believer coming out this week from Universal on 4K for $27.99 and Blu-ray for $22.99. Also getting a 4K Best Buy Steelbook for $38.99 and a 4K Walmart Steelbook for $34.96. So this, I believe, is maybe the last time you'll see, Best Buy do a 4K Steelbook and Walmart do a 4K Steelbook. And maybe the only example of both of them doing 4K Steelbooks, because I feel like when Best Buy does a 4K Steelbook, Walmart usually does a Blu-ray Steelbook. So really, interesting that Exorcist Believer is the last title to kind of split, the Best Buy Steelbook and the Walmart Steelbook, because now Walmart is carrying on into 2024 and Best Buy is leaving the 4K Steelbooks behind. So yeah, it ends with Exorcist Believer. Let me know what you think about that. I just have no interest in seeing this movie. I'm not getting it. I didn't see it in the theaters, and I just don't care. I'll get it maybe somewhere down the line if it goes on sale for like $10 on 4K, but I can wait till then. I don't need steelbooks and stuff that I just don't care about and don't want to see. And I've just heard such mediocre, bad things about it. I'm just not touching it. I don't care about Exorcist Believer, but if you do, it's available this week. We also got The Dead Zone coming out on 4K from Screen Factory for $29.99. So I do want this eventually, but I got a really good Blu-ray from Screen Factory that looks awesome. And I just don't feel like I need this on 4K because that was a 4K scan and it looks incredible. But let me know if it looks better in the comment section below if you've seen it. Avatar and Avatar: The Way of the Water are getting 4K collector's editions from Disney. Now, I will say the first Avatar is $44.99 and Avatar: The Way of the Water is $41.99, so it's a little bit cheaper. There's also a Avatar Best Buy 4K Steelbook that is not the same as the 4K collector's edition, so don't think that it is. The Avatar 4K Steelbook that's coming out this week is the same as the 4K that was released back in June, so it's not the special collector's edition. You have to get that $44.99 edition to have all the new features and cuts and all that stuff. So just know that going into this week and when you're trying to decide which one to get in stores or whatever. Also on Blu-ray, 3D is the first one for $34.99. We also have Pet Sematary Bloodlines coming out this week from Paramount. Coming out on 4K for $27.99 and Blu-ray for $35.99. Have no idea why the Blu-ray is more expensive, but it is. We also have The Warriors coming out on 4K this week, guys, from Arrow Video for $42.99 for the regular 4K version. We also have a Blu-ray version available for $31.86 and a Arrow Video exclusive cover that did get shipped this weekend. I know a lot of people were experiencing delays with that release, but you should be getting those in your mailboxes very soon if you haven't already got it. So I just want to note that right here because I got a lot of questions about that. I did get word from Arrow and they are shipping them now. You should be getting them this week when you're supposed to get them. So we also have the Savage Guns 4 Classic Westerns Blu-ray collection coming out this week from Arrow Video for $59.71. This is an incredible set that I haven't got a chance to crack into yet, but hopefully will very soon. JFK is also getting a 4K release from Shout Studios for $42.99. This is an incredible looking release. There is 3 discs and a nice hard box. I pre-ordered this one. I cannot wait to get it and review it for you guys because this thing looks incredible, and I hope that I see more stuff like this from Screen Factory and Shout Factory heading in to the new year because this release looks quality and like something Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome would put out. It looks incredible, amazing. I can't wait to get it. Columbo, the complete series, coming out on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber for $84.99. We also have Men Behind the Sun coming out from Massacre Home Video for $26.19. We have the Shaw Brothers Volume 4 collector set coming out from Shout Factory for $134.99. Very steep price for that. Underworld is coming out on 4K from Kino Cult for $39.99. Sinner is coming out on Blu-ray from Kino Cult for $19.98. The Monk Season 2 Blu-ray is coming out from Kino Lorber for $29.72. We also have Strange New Worlds Star Trek Season 2 coming out on 4K from Paramount for $39.95. Elegant Beast is coming out from Radiance Films for $25.99. We also have 3 new Sandpiper Pictures Blu-ray releases, which actually all look really interesting. High Spirits for $19.36, Invaders from Mars for $19.98, and The Sure Thing for $19.98 as well. We have the Rachel Papers coming out from MGM for $17.99. We have The Retirement Plan with Nicolas Cage. This is him planning his retirement plan by doing all these crappy straight-to-video movies from Vertical Entertainment for $12.99. We have Mondo New York coming out from MVD Rewind for $39.99, which looks like a great release. I already got that in, and I'm looking forward to watching it. The Ghost Station from Wellgo USA for $18.98. What Happens Later coming out from Decal. I think this one has Meg Ryan in it for $14.69. The Wandering Earth 2 coming out from Wellgo for $18.98. Less Vampires coming out from Kino Lorber for $25.99. And Rumble Through the Dark coming out from Lionsgate for $14.96. And with that, guys, we are done with today's edition of the Physical Media Report, episode 191. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. Comment down below of everything that you're excited about that's coming out this week and in the coming months. It's an exciting time for physical media. Let me know what you're the most excited about in the comment section below. And follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description. And we'll see you next time.